It's Friday, January 12. In the headlines, ECARE electronic health records launched in Mapen Hospital. In business news, Bank of Jamaica says more Jamaicans are paying their bills online. Regionally, Bahamas AG says more aggressive approach needed on bail. And in sports, Sharika Jackson's headline JAAA's Puma Fuller Anderson development meet. This is the weekend news on PBC Jamaica. I'm Simone Absalom Gale. Thousands of patients who use the Mapen Hospital should see a shorter processing time for paperwork. The facility launched its ECARE electronic health records system on Thursday. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tofton says this initiative marks the beginning of a new era in healthcare efficiency and data security. It is part of the Health Systems Strengthening Program funded by the Inter-American Development Bank, the IDB. Moving from paper to electronic record keeping is something that the Ministry of Health and Wellness is working to implement island-wide.
It's an important milestone because it delivers equitable, comprehensive and quality health care for the people of Jamaica and make reliable and modern infrastructure available to our health system. Anticipation has been growing as various stakeholders have waited to see this since the signing of the contract back in February 2023.
Dr. Tofton says it is based on a philosophy that is described as one patient, one record.
It means that from birth to your demise, hopefully after 70, but unfortunately many not, we will log your personal data around your health status, and it is stored in one place and can be retrieved.
He says being able to access health records means that cross-matching and information sharing between health centers and hospitals will now be possible.
So it's not just about the hospital Mapen. Ultimately, and it's a process, we're building towards it. Today we're unveiling the start of it, but it's a journey. If you go to the clinic up in northern Clarendon or down in southern Clarendon and you log that information, the doctor logs it, and you end up here at Mapen, it's a matter of retrieving that data because it is stored one place.
Dr. Tofton says Jamaicans can expect significant patient benefits like faster access to test results and improved policymaking through better data. 12 other facilities are set to benefit from the initial rollout. Agricultural wardens will be appointed this year as part of the ministry's fight against predial larceny, the theft of agricultural goods and products. Minister of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining, Floyd Green, says the program's implementation will be part of intensified efforts to stamp out the scourge of predial larceny, which continues to be the sector's biggest deterrent.
He is quoted saying, "We will look at the areas that have tremendous challenges with predial larceny and have people that have the powers of, let us say, a district constable in the area, specifically to treat with agricultural crime." End quote. He says discussions are already taking place with Police Commissioner Major General Anthony Anderson. The minister maintains that the fight against predial larceny must involve a multi-ministry approach, noting that the Ministry of National Security and the police are critical partners in this regard, citing positive moves that have so far resulted from this partnership. It is estimated that Jamaican farmers suffer losses of more than $5 billion per annum due to predial larceny. The government has implemented stronger laws to prevent these crimes, for example, passage of the Agricultural Produce Act. Consequently, the maximum fine for breaches under the law will now move from $250,000 or 3 years in prison to $3 million or 3 years imprisonment. The amendments were passed in the Senate in December. Minister Green made the statements during the first stakeholder engagement session of the ministry's New Face of Food campaign in Old Harbour, St. Catherine this week. The ministry's new Face of Food campaign is geared towards driving food security, agribusiness development, climate change technologies, and export expansion. Reporting for the news on PBCJ, I'm Danita Rodney.
Motorists are being advised that they could face challenges with the processing of certificates of fitness for motor vehicles at service hubs across the island. The Island Traffic Authority has issued an advisory stating that it is working to rectify the issue as soon as possible. In the interim, motorists who are unable to receive their certificates of fitness will be issued a certified letter from the authority, noting the roadworthiness of their vehicles, which will allow them to traverse the roadways without fear of breaching the Road Traffic Act. Once the processing of certificates of fitness has resumed, customers will be required to obtain same and will no longer be allowed to drive with the certified letter. Motorists and motorcyclists are being reminded that certificates of fitness can be renewed up to 30 days before expiration and that they should check their vehicle documents regularly to be aware of expiration dates. Applications for the Marcus Garvey Public Sector Graduate Scholarship are now open, and public sector workers are being urged to apply to one of the 30 available scholarships offered each year. Danita Rodney tells us more.
Launched in 2020, the Marcus Garvey Public Sector Graduate Scholarship aims to upskill public sector workers who wish to pursue postgraduate studies. Senior Director for Strategic Workforce and Improvement in the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service, Sharona King, encouraged public sector workers to apply, saying, quote, "The scholarship is specifically geared towards the development of public sector workers, as well as to advance the government of Jamaica's strategic priorities in terms of human capital development. It serves to develop and improve the standards in the public sector," end quote. The 2024 application period runs from December 18, 2023 to February 23, 2024. Applicants are required to visit the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service website at www.mof.gov.jm and go to the marcusgarveyscholarship.com link, where they will be taken to a page to submit their personal information as well as to upload the required documents. Reporting for the news on PBCJ, I'm Danita Rodney.
PriceSmart members will have to pay an extra $5 in membership fees this year. The NASDAQ-listed firm PriceSmart Inc.'s Diamond membership currently costs $35 to $40, while the Platinum membership costs $75 to $80. In Jamaica, this translates to a current cost of $7,121.98 for the Diamond offer and $14,243.96, an increase from $6,208.85 and $13,305.50 charged in November 2022. PriceSmart currently operates 53 warehouse clubs across Latin America and the Caribbean, as well as United States Virgin Islands. It offers a bulk of shopping experience across a range of fresh and durable products to its members, which they gain access to through the purchase of a Diamond or Platinum membership plan. Time now for more business news. Denise Williams has more stories and market updates in the Business Report.
Good day, everyone, and thank you for joining us on the Business Report. I'm Denise Williams, your guide through the latest happenings in the world of business. More Jamaicans are banking online. The Bank of Jamaica, BOJ, says digital payments are now the preferred choice of Jamaicans paying their utility bills. Between January and June of 2023, 61% of all utility bills were paid digitally. This compares to 50.4% for the first 6 months of 2022. In addition to online utility bill payments, the BOJ says there was an 8.3% increase in overall digital payments made between January and June of 2023 compared to the corresponding period in 2022. The Caribbean's business leaders and government leaders will be headline speakers at the upcoming Jamaica Stock Exchange Regional Investment and Capital Markets Conference, to be held in person at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel between January 23 to 25, 2024. The conference examines areas of growth, challenges, and advancements that are currently shaping societies and the world economies, and critique how economies and businesses can best manage such rapid changes and capitalize on opportunities for progress through provocative discussions, both formal and informal. Every year, the conference brings together world-class leaders and industry experts who willingly share their success secrets and demystify complex topics into common language that business people and professionals from every sector can understand and be equipped for the year ahead to navigate successfully and thrive through the sweeping global trends and disruptions that are affecting every country and region. Barbados will host the upcoming FinTech Island Conference on January 24 to 26, 2024 at the Sam Lords Castle. The event is designed to offer insights into the latest trends, challenges, and opportunities within the financial technology industry. By hosting FinTech Islands 2024, Barbados positions itself at the forefront of the FinTech revolution, showcasing its capabilities as a center for financial innovation and a bridge between traditional finance and the evolving digital landscape. A primary focus of FinTech Islands 2024 will be on the latest innovations in financial technology. This includes advancement in blockchain, artificial intelligence, and digital banking solutions. The event will provide a platform for showcasing cutting-edge technologies that are reshaping the way financial services operate. During trading on January 11, 2024, the top advancing stocks covered the finance, tourism, and distribution sectors on the Jamaica Stock Exchange. MFS Capital Partners Limited shares advanced by 23.5% to jump by 47 cents to close at $2.47 with 1,298,000 shares traded. Margaritaville Turks Limited shares advanced by 23.2% for a 2-cent climb in price to close at 12 cents with 1 share traded. AMG Packaging and Paper Company Limited shares advanced 16.95% for a 40 cents increase in price to close at $2.76 with 23 shares traded. On the declining stocks that traders experienced on January 11, 2024, the top 3 losers covered the pharmaceutical, solar energy, and finance sectors. Indies Pharma Jamaica Limited declined by 7.33% for a drop by 22 cents to close at $2.78 with 96 shares traded. MPC Caribbean Clean Energy US dollar shares declined by 6.21% to lose 4 cents to close at 54 cents with 878 shares traded. The Jamaica Stock Exchange Limited shares declined by 6.02% to slip by 65 cents to close at $10.14 with 365 shares traded. Over to the Twin Island Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Trading activity for January 11, 2024 on the first-tier market registered a volume of 220,000 shares crossing the floor of the exchange, valued at 1.9 million Trinidad and Tobago dollars. Massey Holdings Limited was the volume leader with 57,800 shares changing hands for a value of 255,700 TT dollars, followed by National Flour Mills Limited with a volume of 42,000 shares being traded for 81,600 Trinidad dollars. Moving from the money moves of investors, executives, and companies, we now turn to the Forex market. On January 11, 2024, the Bank of Jamaica reported that US $23.4 million was bought from Forex traders, while US $12.5 million was sold to Forex traders. Buying directly from the Bank of Jamaica, foreign currency traders sold the US dollar for $156.43 and bought the US dollar for $154.43. The difference between the buy and sell rate was $2, which represents a profit for Forex traders for every US dollar sold and bought. Canadian Forex traders earned a profit of $2.80 from transactions with the Bank of Jamaica. The Canadian dollar was sold for $117.81 and bought for $15.01. The traders looking at the British pound pocketed a profit of $14.04 for every pound bought and sold, selling it for $202.99 and buying it for $188.95. For our credit report tip of the day, a consistently high credit score signals financial responsibility and trustworthiness. This not only opens doors to financial opportunities, but also enhances your overall financial reputation. It's an asset that speaks volumes about your commitment to managing finances wisely. Remember, your credit score is not just a number. It's a financial asset that can be cultivated and leveraged to enhance your financial well-being. Regularly monitor your credit report, make timely payments, and be strategic in managing your credit to ensure it works for you as a valuable asset. And with that, we wrap up today's business report. I'm Denise Williams. Appreciate your company. Stay well informed, stay ahead of the curve. Until our next update, take care.
In regional news, the structure as well as the compatibility of the Customs Anti-Narcotic Unit, CANU, is being boosted to allow the agency to strengthen its fight against illegal drugs across the country and to form a regional integration system with its counterparts. President Dr. Ifran Ali recently made this disclosure in Guyana as he outlined the efforts being made by the government to strengthen the country's joint services.
At CANU, very soon we'll be turning this up for a new headquarters. We are building at CANU a regional integrated system that will allow CANU not only to function effectively out of the city, but to function out in every single region with same efficiency, same capability, and with the same ability to proactively work against those who try to destroy our society with drugs. An important part of what we're doing with CANU also is to build its capacity to integrate with other regional structures in the Caribbean, in Latin America, and of course with our partners in the Western Hemisphere. That is why the structure of CANU will reflect this new approach to the work that they do.
Belize's tourism high season has only just begun, but the tourist village is already buzzing with activity. On Thursday, Belize experienced the busiest day of the season with 4 cruise ships, boasting approximately 17,000 visitors. More from News 5 Belize.
The tourism high season is one of the most highly anticipated times of the year, as tourism contributes to about half of the country's GDP. Within the last 2 years, Belize saw an extraordinary recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic, and according to those working in the industry, it's only getting better.
Today we have 11,000 people, I think, in the city, and it's been pretty good. A lot of the people are saying no thank you, but some of them, if you tell them what they want to hear, they will support you.
I take pictures, most of all, I take my photos with them. I dance when there's drummers out here, and I want my drummers to remember that I'm still out here, need some help. I don't want to be the only one out here to be making money, to put bread on my table. Remember, guys, it's rich culture. We need to be out here to demonstrate the culture so that other people could learn, and not only that, I'm doing this so that younger people in society, not only here in Belize as well, around this world, that they could do something positive too. concerning the drumming, we need some drummers like out here like to help me. But last year is gone and a new year is here, and with the grace of God, it shall happen.
Although optimistic for the rest of the season to come, the smaller tour operators expressed their struggle to keep up with the competition of the bigger companies.
Compared to the last high season, it's much better, a little more business, but we still have issues like the bigger companies inside that are taking most of the jobs, you know, so that's the main issue out here right now. But it's for business, it's been a little better this year than last year.
For the smaller tour operators like yourself out here, you find that it's a bit harder to accumulate business?
It's harder because to me, the cruise ships deal with the bigger operators, the bigger businesses, right? So we just have to know how to sell our tours, you know, and attract people. When we do our job and they get a nice experience, they go back in and they encourage other people to come outside and go with us. Yeah.
So you're optimistic for the rest of the season?
I stay optimistic.
In spite of the hardships that come with the heavy competition, a community has formed between the members of the Tourism and Tour Operations Union, and with the support of the BTB, they are excited to keep working.
During a low season, it's very difficult to get by, but we come out here because this is our job, and we intermingle with each other daily. Sometimes we having fun, playing games, relaxing, but at the end of the day, when the time comes to work, we have to work.
And have you received any outward support from anywhere else to get through these seasons?
Oh yeah, BTB has been a very great help to all of us. They have looked out for us through the entire slow times. And just recently for the Christmas, they had also looked out for us as operators and vendors and everybody else around.
Brittany Gordon for News 5.
In the Bahamas, members of the legal fraternity are saying they do not see the need for any adjustments to the Bail Act as suggested by the police commissioner during the 2024 opening of the legal year. Bethany McDermott has the story.
As the conversation on bail reemerges, the topic taking center stage at the opening of the legal year today. Attorney General Ryan Pinder telling those in attendance that statistics show that of the 77 people charged with murder in 2023, 2 people were given bail for murder and allegedly reoffended, resulting in arrests and another murder in the same year. He says a more aggressive approach is needed.
Statistics also show that innocent people are at risk for injury or death because of retaliatory killings. These, in my opinion, justify a more aggressive approach by the judiciary in denying bail in murder cases where the circumstances reflect that determination.
On Monday, Police Commissioner Clayton Fernander called for a review of the Bail Act, suggesting people convicted of murder should not be given bail. Since then, former Attorney General Alison Maynard Gibson said the issue isn't the act but enforcing the laws already on the books. Bar Association President Khalil Parker said it's too easy to say too many people are out on bail.
What we need are policing and other strategies targeted at effectively monitoring and providing such individuals meaningful protection. We also have to consider the conditions at the Bahamas Department of Correctional Services and whether it is a facility one can reasonably ask anyone to remain for their own safety.
Chief Justice Sir Ian Winder also weighing in on the hot-button issue during his address to the judiciary. Winder says the law does not prescribe a 2-year requirement before an accused can be admitted to bail for the offense of murder. He said the fact that the police allege that you have committed an offense does not automatically suspend the constitutional right for 2 years. But he didn't stop there. While the carnage on our street is distressing, he says attributing blame is not the answer.
We need to take a holistic approach to the resolution of this crime problem. An approach which embraces cooperation and collaboration.
In sports, we're out the blocks with athletics. The 41st staging of the JAAA Puma Fuller Anderson Development Meet at GC Foster College will be held this Saturday, January 13. It is also another chance to qualify for the ISA Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Athletics Championships in March. The meet, for the first time, will include the 60 meters and 60-meter hurdles for the senior male and female athletes. Also, for the first time, there will be long jump for high school athletes in all classes. World Championships 200-meter gold medalist Sharika Jackson, the fastest woman alive over the half-lap event, will headline the women to contest the event. And that's the news on PBCJ. You can follow us on our social media platforms at PBCJamaica. Thanks for watching.